everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Emily Schutte. Super excited to bring you the last and final look of the makeover contest. It is this beautiful berry look. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, liked the video, please do so. And let's try on this beautiful, gorgeous look. Okay guys, let's try this beautiful, beautiful berry noir look. It is the final look in the makeover contest, like I said earlier. Here's the scoop on this look, y'all. Okay, so again, to enter the makeover contest, you can either try the look, get the samples from your beauty consultant. If you have a gal, great. If you don't, I can work with you on that. There's info in the description about that, about working with me. Otherwise, you can try the look on in person. Like I said, you submit the photo, have a great caption, you have the opportunity to win up to $5,000 plus a $500 product bundle. So it's a really, really great contest. The other option is you can go to your app store and download the Mirror Me app. Mirror, like mirror, mirror on the wall. Download the Mirror Me app, try this berry noir look on in the Mirror Me app, save the photo and upload that photo. So you don't even need a photo, like actual samples. You can try it out in the Mirror Me app. But what I want to say about this look is this, okay? So this is the advantage of working with a beauty consultant in Mary Kay specifically, is that you have to know what you look like so you can make the right modifications for a look like this. I would put this look in the category of more of an evening look, but also within that, it's more of a bold eye, a bold cheek, and a bold lip. And when you're working with 3 bolds in a row, we want to be gentle, we want to be careful, and we want to know what we look like so that we know how to do this look. So for example, I have blonde hair and fairer-ish skin. I'm going to maybe choose a feature that's most important to me, probably the eyes at this point with this look, and really bold that piece up and then go really subtle on the other 2. Or you could go subtle on all 3 if you have, you know, like you're a little more low contrast, fairer complected and lighter haired. Now, if you have bronze ebony skin and beautiful brunette hair, girl, you can like go bold with all 3 and it's gonna look really right and really good on you. So again, some of it is just knowing yourself. And sometimes we are not the most objective observers of our own appearance. And so that's why it's nice to, you know, send your Mary Kay gal a photo, say, hey, how would you modify this look for me? Now, one of the questions I've been getting a lot about the makeover contest is it okay to make some modifications on certain pieces and submit the photo? Friends, I'm gonna show you a really simple modification on the lip today. For example, this look calls for berry lip liner. Berry lip liner is a little bit too bold and too dark for me, for my complexion, so I'm just gonna do the lipstick because the lipstick is beautiful. And I believe that that would be completely fine as long as the look looks similar enough. So let's give this thing a try. Okay, so this look is all about soft pinks, and this color, it's actually similar to my shirt called Merlot eyeshadow. And so I'm gonna be starting with my All Over Mary Kay eyeshadow brush, and we're gonna be doing this beautiful color right here called Sunlit Rose. It's kind of a sparkly, not super sparkly, but like a shiny pink color. And again, I'm gonna, let's see here, make sure I have enough on my brush. And this is gonna go on my entire lid. So again, if you've watched any of my videos, I kind of like to pat it on. So you're gonna put this, you know, from the inner crease to the outer, and we're gonna kind of pat it and put it in place. Now, again, depending on how bold you want this look to be, you can keep layering it to get a bolder look. I am training my consultants tonight on our meeting on Zoom, so I don't need to be like ridiculously bold. But if you were, honestly, this would be a great look for the holidays too. Just came up with that off the top of my head. This would be pretty for that. Or if you're attending an evening wedding, this would be super pretty for that too. So just want to throw that in your court. Okay, so then step 2, I'm going to take, this is my favorite brush. I always light up when I talk about it. It's the Mary Kay blending brush. It's very poofy. And I'm just in the crease. I'm just going to blend. See how I'm not like touching the lid part. I'm just kind of blending that lid and just kind of pulling it up slightly. So I'll do that again on this side and just kind of softens it. Okay, let's talk about the next color. It is called Merlot. It is ridiculously gorgeous, like ridiculously gorgeous. But, okay, here's my disclaimer. Okay, so this is what the color looks like right here. Okay, anytime you're working with a dark and matte shadow, it can smell your fear from a mile away. Okay, so you have to make some decisions before you go in on this guy. Okay, so depending on how bold you want the look to be, you can actually change what brush you're using to change how the look shows up on your face. You can also layer it. So for example, if I wanted to have a bolder look with this look, I would use the actual suggested brush, which is this Mary Kay smudger brush, because it's densely compacted. It's going to grab a ton of color and you're going to get a more bold look. You could also opt to use our this angled crease brush. Again, you're going to get kind of that bold look, because what this look is going to call for is to make a C, like the shape of a C in the corner of your eye. It ends up being more of a V in my opinion, but it's like this. So we're just going to hook it around. Because I'm making modifications for how I look, I'm going to go lighter with this. So again, if you want it to look more natural, you diffuse it, right? And you do that by using a brush that's less compacted and a little bit more poofy. So I'm actually going to use, I know I'm breaking my rules. I normally never put eyeshadow color on my blending brush, but we're going to do it today because I don't need this to be super bold. So I'm just going to put like a little bit on this brush. And again, I'm going to kind of hook it around like this. Okay. So I'm just kind of I'm doing this motion like this in the corner of my eye, and also making sure that it's blended really well into the crease. Now again, some of this has to do with eye shape. Now I did get a little way over here for some reason, no worries. So again, when you work with a beauty consultant, she can look at your eye shape and give you the right modification. So I have more hooded eyes, so I like to kind of bring it up a little bit, because when I'm just at rest, see how my eyelid just like completely disappears? So your gal is going to know that. Now, if you have deep set eyes or, close set eyes, there's different applications for that. I'm going to take a second blending brush with no color on it and just make sure that we blend that a little bit. So again, I'm really diffusing this because I don't need it to be super bold, but I do like to have it be the darkest right in the corner. So I am going to take that recommended smudger brush and just do some, like a little tiny bit right in the corner, so it's nice and bold right there. And then I'll diffuse that a little bit with this brush, okay? Now, I know it's under here, that's totally fine. You know how I always clean things up. So we'll do that again. Okay, let's do the other one. So again, same thing. I'm gonna kind of hook it around here. Now you see what I mean about these matte colors smelling your fear? It smelled mine there and it went a little bit bolder than I wanted to. Whenever that happens, the biggest key is don't panic, right? We can blend it out. We can clean it up. So I'm just gonna blend. Sometimes your finger gets involved. There we go. And again, it's all down here, no worries. It's like my life. I just stopped worrying about it and just clean it up at the end, and life is so good. Okay, so again, I'm gonna go in the corner with that smudger brush. Okay, so there we go. Now, at this point, I'm gonna clean it up right now because I wanna give myself a really good line to do my eyeliner. So if you've ever watched me clean this up, I take a little bit of my foundation, CC cream, whatever you use, and this one's been used. It's our cream color brush, and I just put a little bit of foundation on the end. Sometimes I get too much, so if you get too much, just dab it on the back of your hand. And I'm going to start underneath. Oh, now I wiped too much away. So I'm going to start underneath, and I'm just going to extend it and pull it that way. See how that instantly cleaned that up? I mean, look at the difference of these two. It's pretty wild. And then you just kind of blend it quick with a finger. No worries. It's the easiest thing ever. Try it. Gives you an instant eye lift too. It makes you look a little younger. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing on this side. We're gonna pull it that way, clean up underneath, blend it with your finger. Once you get going on that technique, it just becomes so easy to clean up. So look at that. Now we have almost, it looks like a wing in that area. All right. Now, if you were modifying and you wanted this to be more of a natural look, you could just go right into mascara. If you want to take it a little more elevated, we're gonna do a little bit of eyeliner. And this look calls for the Mary Kay waterproof eyeliner in black. One of the other looks, the Champagne Shimmer, we used the felt tip waterproof liquid eyeliner. This is our pencil eyeliner. So again, it's self-sharpening, so it goes up, down, and there's a little sharpener on the end if you'd like yours to be really thick. Again, I'm not gonna pull it necessarily all the way across. I'm just gonna go about to here, and then it's almost like you take a tiny brush, or the look of it is looking like you take a tiny brush and just kind of pull it the rest of the way over. I'm just gonna hold my eye because my eyes get very twitchy when I get this close to them. There we go. And then while it's wet, if you want, well, not wet, it doesn't really do that, but before it has set, I'm just gonna take this brush and just pull a little out to get a little cute wing. So I'm kind of going pretty light-handed with this. There we go, same thing. We're gonna just pull that wing out here while it's still there. There we go. So that is our eyeliner. And you guys, these are waterproof so they don't end up everywhere, which is also fantastic. I'm gonna finish the eye look with my favorite, Mary Kay Great Heights mascara. You guys, honestly, all of our mascaras are the bomb, but this one I really like because it's new, and I love the curved shape brush. It's kind of like it's kind of curved like this, so it really like hugs your lashes when you go in. So let's do mascara and I'll be back. I just have the top lashes done with mascara because one thing I want to do before I mascara the bottom lashes is we're going to take our little tiny angled brush. So it's a brow brush on one side and then the angled brush on the other. And I'm going to take just a little bit of that Merlot. And again, if you're going a little bit more elevated with this, I'm just gonna take a little bit of this and I'm just gonna make a line under that eye. So I'm just like lightly lining my eye. Now if it gets to be a little bit too harsh, which I don't like harsh eyeliner on the bottom, you guys, it's like my nightmare come true. I'm just gonna take a brush, it doesn't really matter. This angled one is nice because it angles to my eye, and I'm just gonna kind of diffuse that a little bit. Kind of gives you this fun smoky under thing. And if you end up getting a little too much, which I like how this eye looks, not so much hot on how far down this one gets, you take your magic eraser. I sounded really Minnesotan there, sorry. And we're gonna go ahead and just like wipe some of that away. So I will mascara the bottom now. And when I mascara my bottom lashes, people ask all the time, like, what do you do for that? I just kind of go like this. I just take a little tiny bit. I don't sit and pull it through a whole bunch because again, I'm very fair complected and often it'll look like a spider is emerging from my eye, but you know you. And if you don't know you, find a beauty consultant to know you so that she can give you these kinds of tips that are specific to you that I happen to know for myself. So, all right, for this look, again, the cheek color is bold and beautiful, okay? It is called Wineberry. It's this one right here, okay? So again, I'm gonna take my angled cheek brush. I'm just gonna do, friends, we are gonna tap this on the back of my hand because again, this isn't necessarily a light blush for me, but you can still wear it. It's beautiful, like the color is beautiful. So I like to do this patting motion. That's pretty right there. I always believe in, let's start with just a little bit, see how it looks. After I diffuse it, and then we can always add more. Okay, so that's a little more. So again, I always take a big poofy powder brush and just really diffuse that. I think that's my new word. Diffuse everything. Oh my gosh. Ooh, that's pretty. I actually really like that. with this eye look. Super fun. You know, these aren't necessarily colors I would normally wear, but it's even fun. Like if you're in a makeup rut right now, like do this so that you can get out of your makeup rut. Like if you're wearing the same colors you've been wearing for years, it's time to wear something new. Okay, now I'm gonna finish. This is the modification I was talking about earlier. I'm not gonna do the berry lip liner because it would just be too much for me and my skin tone and hair tone and the whole thing. But I have no problem, my friends, wearing this Appleberry lipstick. Look at this beauty. Oh, you guys, it's such a great color. First off, a really good friend of mine got married in January, and like Minnesota January. So like snow, beautiful. She had this big white fuzzy thing over her wedding dress, like a big fuzzy coat, and then a little hand warmer thing that was white. She's super fair. She looks like Snow White. She has black hair, super fair skin, and she wore Appleberry. I will never forget. It's like one of the most iconic wedding photos I've ever seen. She looks so good. So this is a really good shade for any skin tone can wear Appleberry. And it's a teeth whitening shade. So if you want your teeth to look brighter, that's kind of fun. So I'm literally just going to put this lipstick on. When I just put lipstick on, you know, everyone has a lipstick personality. I tend to wear mine down like this. Okay, everyone's different. You might have but the reason I like to wear it that way is if I'm not wearing lip liner, I like to take that point and kind of like make the Cupid's bow on both sides first and then go to the bottom here like this. There we go. So that's it, you guys. Now, if you wanted a little bit of shine, I would recommend the Mary Kay Fancy Nancy lip gloss. This is one, I mean, I think since I've been a Mary Kay beauty consultant, which has been 20 years, we've had Fancy Nancy in different formulas. It's such a great color. I'll just put a little bit right in the middle. But if you like a little extra shine, the Appleberry lipstick is our semi-shine formula, which is my personal fave, because it's a little bit of shine, but yet you still have the staying power that you would have, more staying power that you would have with a matte. But if you're going for that like extra look, you could do this. So hope this gives you some tips. The final look, so fun making all these looks with you. Again, if you've not enrolled in the contest, it is so easy using the Mirror Me app. I highly recommend downloading that and doing that. If you have a Mary Kay consultant, make sure you give her cred and put her name in as your consultant. If you don't, I would love to work with you. You can put my name in the Mirror Me app. So thank you so much again, and hope you love the look.